Hello and welcome to our second episode of Beyond the Bench. I'm Greg Prouty along with head coach Mike Gillian. Coach, welcome to our second episode.
Thank you, Greg. Pleasure to be here. The first one was a rousing success. We hopefully got some of the kinks worked out, ready to go.
Coach, at the time we're taping our episode here, 5 games into the season, 2 road games to start the year at number 7 Kansas. Then we played at Stephen F. Austin, came back home to Farmville. Played 3 games in 5 days, Virginia-Wise, Columbia University, and then Montreat. 3 straight home victories. We're 3-2 on the year, and quickly talk about the first 2 games on the road, and we'll jump into these home games after that.
Big test for us going on the road at Kansas. We're going to play a number of those high-profile opponents, as you know. You've been on all those trips we've taken in the last 7 years. For a couple reasons. They're historic venues. We want to play in those types of places, have fantastic experiences, but also challenge ourselves against the best competition in the country. Let's see exactly where we are, how we're doing. And although we didn't win either of those games, you're playing against, again, high level of competition in Kansas, a very, very good Stephen F. Austin team out of the Southland Conference. They've been in their tournament championship game each of the last 2 years. And when you look back, although we didn't come out with wins in either of those games, I think it went a long way towards helping us be ready to go for the homestand that you mentioned.
Coach, I want to mention a couple of individual performances in those games. Antoine Carter, who we expected to have a big year and has done that so far, 22 points and 8 rebounds at Kansas, and obviously they were much bigger than us, and Antoine played very well against guys 3-4 inches taller and a few pounds heavier as well. And down at Stephen F. Austin, Antoine got in some foul trouble, fouled out midway through the second half, but David Robinson, a freshman from Chesterfield, Cosby High School, came off the bench and scored 11 points down there and had a very good second half in that contest.
It's evidence of the combination that we have on this team. We have a core group of returning players that have proven to be capable of competing at this level, like Antoine Carter. And in the Kansas game, you very quickly see that the guy is unstoppable when he gets the ball one-on-one down there in the post. And down at Stephen F. Austin, we didn't really play well, turn the ball over. And a guy like David gets in the game off the bench, scores 11 points, and we'll have those types of contributions out of everybody throughout the course of the year. What we have right now is the ability of any guy to have an impact on the game, whereas not relying on only one guy. We don't have to sit back and say, we need Antoine Carter to get 22 points and 15 rebounds to be successful. If he does, we've got a great chance to do so. We don't need to rely on David Robinson or any number of other guys. But they're all capable of having that type of impact. And when you have that kind of balance, I think you set yourself up for some success because you have everybody committed to the same goal, working hard together, and some of the results will show as we go through the year, I think.
Coach, we certainly saw that total team effort when you came back home to WILLETT Hall, 3 games in 5 days, like I mentioned. Antoine's had 3 straight double-doubles since we've been home. Aaron Mitchell scoring a lot of points. Jeremiah Bowman's been consistent each game, averaging 5 assists, 10, 11, 12, 13 points a game. Jan Vanderkoy, a career-high 14 points the other night, shooting the ball very well also.
Longwood basketball is about sharing the ball, not relying on only one guy, balanced scoring throughout, and take advantage of what the defense gives you. We're going to play at a fast rate, at a high tempo. We're going to score some points. We're going to share the ball as long as we take care of it, don't turn it over. Defend the three-point line well and keep the other teams off the offensive glass. We're giving ourselves a chance to be successful. And all those players you mentioned, as we go through the year, we'll talk about each one of them because one guy and on a different night will come in and have that impact on the game. And they all know that about each other, which makes it a fun group to coach as well.
Coach, last year at Columbia, we're down big at halftime and playing catch up the second half. This year, the game here at home, a close game at halftime. The second half, though, 61 points in the second half by the Lancers. Turned out to get a 19-point victory, and probably surprising to some people out there looking at that contest. But JB, 22 points, career high. MARTIZ Washington off the bench, 21 points, a career high. 6 of 8 on three-pointers, and again, just an offensive explosion. You're averaging 103 points a game in the 3 games at home this year.
Well, we're capable of scoring the ball. We're capable of making three-point shots. MARTIZ 6 for 8 in that game. Mark Parker 5 for 6 last night. Those guys get going. And one of the things that's been most impressive to me is the fact that we've gone through games now, and in the second half, been able to play very well and keep the energy level. I think one of the things that happened against Columbia was their energy level waned a little bit while ours was maintained. And at that point, it's not as if we were playing 10 guys and wearing them down, but the guys that were on the court playing very hard defensively, very attentive and focused on the task at hand, running the ball, attacking the defense in transition on offense, and when we weren't attacking in transition, moving the ball quickly and understanding the shots that we're going to get and we're going to make. And when you share the ball like that, it's fantastic to see. We've made a lot of progress in a short period of time, but there are certainly a lot of challenges ahead to keep that going.
James Madison University, games on national television, Fox College Sports, first time ever having a TV game in Willett Hall, and a lot of excitement about that game with JMU.
Yeah, there really is, Greg. We certainly don't want to look past any of the games. It's one game at a time. It's how you prepare for the season. But that game against Madison here on December 1st, there are a lot of historic firsts that have occurred for the university over the course of the last 7 or 8 years, and having this game be televised nationally is another one of those historic firsts. We expect this place to be alive like it's never been, packed to the rafters. And one of the things, it happened in the introductions to the Virginia Wise game. Going out to Allen Fieldhouse at Kansas, talking about it being the loudest venue in all of college basketball. As we're being introduced for the game, I was talking to Kevin Swecker beforehand, and he was 3 feet from me and couldn't hear what I was saying. And I would say that this was every bit as loud as what we experienced at Allen Fieldhouse. And when we get ready for that Madison game, I can't imagine what it's going to be like with guys, and you got to let your imagination go a little bit here too. Very close game, middle of the second half. We're making a couple of those three-pointers right in a row like we've proven to be able to. And it'll be unbelievable in here Wednesday night. So people need to get here early. All the students need to come out an hour, hour and a half beforehand. Let's have this place jumping, and let's have a great experience for everybody.
Coach, it's been tremendous support in these 3 games by the fans, averaging around 1,300 for the home games. The student section of the court's been absolutely full nearly every night, loud like you say. President Finnegan and his wife Joan have
How awesome is that, right?
They've been to every game. President Finnegan was leading cheers in the second half of the Montreat game, very supportive, enjoying themselves, and it's been a great atmosphere in this facility.
It really has, and it's worth mentioning that you want to be successful and you want to win games. That's what competing in college athletics is all about. But let's not lose sight of the fact that you want it to be exciting and fun for everybody. When we first got going with this now 8 years ago, one of the main goals was putting together the team that's in the style that we want to have, that we want to play. And it's always fun to win, but we want it to be fast-paced, exciting, a certain brand of basketball that's exciting for the players, exciting for the coaches, and exciting for the fans. When people come out, especially as we were building this, you want them to have an enjoyable experience. And now that we're having some success, the numbers speak for themselves here in Willett Hall. It doubles the excitement. So it's going to be fast-paced, exciting, high energy, and the energy that the people in the stands bring to the Willett Hall on game night has an impact on what goes on the court. So once again, we need you here and look forward to seeing you Wednesday night.
Coach Gillian, thanks for joining us here on our second episode, and be sure to check back at longwoodlancers.com for our next webcast. This is Greg Prouty for Beyond the Bench.